Margie Reeder here, founder and creator of the Conscious Wealth Institute. I get asked a lot about how you actually shift your vibration around money and wealth. And there are a multitude of different answers to this question, and there are lots of steps you can take. But one of the critical ones is that you must actually release your negative feelings around money, because they are probably a very big component of what is blocking you from receiving all the abundance that you are immersed in on this planet. We live in an infinitely abundant universe. Infinitely abundant. If you look at your surroundings, you are constantly immersed in abundance. There is an abundance of life on this planet. If you are living in a city and you look at the resources and the structure of what has gone into actually building that city, the resources that it took are phenomenal. If you look at what humanity has built over the last 100 years, like it or loathe it, the resources that it took to put that particular infrastructure in place is just mind-blowing. So wherever you are surrounded and immersed in abundance. But what we do is we become very insular and we lock ourselves away from it with our belief systems, with our paradigms, with our conditioning. And one of the things that locks us away from it the most is our negative feelings around money. The stress, the anxiety, the fear, the overwhelm, the resentment, the shame, the guilt, whatever negative emotions you are feeling around money are actually repelling money from you. So the first thing you need to do is neutralize those negative emotions. And one of the very powerful ways to do that, there are lots of things you can use, but one of the really powerful things that you can use is, of course, EFT tapping. So what I suggest to people is that the first thing you do is you take a really good look at your finances, and then you put a little plan in place as to how to peg back that debt, how to pay off those bills. Maybe you call the people that you owe or the companies that you owe, and you put a payment structure in place. So you have some structure around bringing that debt down. That's number one. There's a plan. You don't just have a stack of bills that cause this overwhelming anxiety every time you think of them, which is probably a lot. So now you focus on it for the period of time that it takes to deal with that issue. Because if you are constantly worrying about the debt or the money or the fact that there's not enough, then you're just it's not going to help your situation, it's actually going to make it worse. So take whatever time you need to focus on it, to deal with it, and to get it sorted, or to at least start getting it sorted. And then put your mind and your focus on the abundance that surrounds you. What do you experience as abundant in your life? And believe me, there are lots of things that are abundant. If you live in our Western world, there is an abundance of thousands and thousands of things. And the more you see the abundance, the more you experience the abundance, the more the abundance will begin to flow in your life. So when you are focusing on the debt and when you're dealing with the debt, another really good tool that you can use to neutralize the negative feelings is to look at the feelings first. So when you're sitting in front of those bills, what feelings come up for you? Is it fear, anxiety, stress, overwhelm, shame, guilt, anger, sadness? There are a whole range of emotions that could be coming up for you, and they are the absolute essential guide to you actually dealing with this debt and helping to overcome it. So what you do first is you tap on the negative feelings. Now, it depends on how much time you have, because there are going to be a range of emotions there. But whenever you tap, make sure you take at least one emotion and you get it down to a 0. The next time you sit in front of those bills, you get another emotion and you tap until you get that down to a 0. And this is going to be an evolving process until you eventually get to the point where you look at the bills and they don't stir up the emotions in you anymore. So the other thing that you can do is with the emotions is you then track it back to what thought or what belief system is causing that emotion in you. It's not the bill or the debt that's creating the emotion. That's just a set of figures on a piece of paper or on a computer screen. That's all it is in reality. It's the thought or the belief system behind the thought that is creating the emotion in you that is creating the negative experience. I hope that makes sense. So you trace back the emotion to, is it that there's never enough? Is it that it's too hard to get ahead? Is it that that I'm always struggling and I just can't seem to get enough money? Whatever the thought is, tap on the thought. And then what's behind the thought? What's the belief system behind the thought? This is a multi-layered process. Now, it might sound like it's a bit hard. It's a bit difficult. Oh my God, do I have to do all that? Well, I just need to ask you, is it harder for you to continue to live the reality that you're living right now, with the stress, the anxiety, the overwhelm, the sadness, the anger, the fear, the whatever emotion that you're experiencing around it? Or is it easier to just put aside 15 minutes to half an hour a day to start to shift this? And as soon as you neutralize your feelings around, actually, as soon as you start to bring those negative feelings down, you will start to see a difference. By the time you neutralize your feelings around all this negativity and you get rid of the negativity, that's when magic really, really starts to happen. I am sorry, I have not discovered any magic pill that will change this overnight for you. It is a process. But if you do this logically and you take the guidelines and the emotions that you have and use them as your tools to evolve and step into freedom and wealth and abundance and joy and happiness, this is the most rewarding journey you will ever take. I guarantee it. It is worth it. And then the final thing that I suggest people do is, when they're done with dealing with the debt and they're getting on with their day, bring joy, happiness, gratitude into everything that you do. The more positive vibration you bring to what you do, and the more you let go of the negative thoughts that you have about your life, the more great things are going to come into your life. A joyful vibration is magnetic to more things that will bring you joy. That is the way this universe works. It is a vibrational universe. It answers your vibration. So if you're bringing joy to what you do, then the universe is going to bring you more things to be joyful for. It's going to bring you more experiences that will bring you more joy. It's going to free you up to have the life that you truly want. So whatever you do, bring joy to that and actually do the things more and more and more that bring you joy. You were meant to experience joy on this planet. It wasn't meant to be hard. It wasn't meant to be a struggle. You are here to experience joy. So make that the most essential part of your life and everything that you do. So that's my video for you for today. I hope you found it really useful and educational and helpful. Please, whatever you do, take these tips and this information and implement them in your life, because that is the only way your life is ever going to change and transform. And it's so worth it. Take action every day towards shifting your vibration, and your life is going to change dramatically. So that's it for me for today. If you're not a part of the Conscious Wealth community yet, then please go to consciouswealthinstitute.com, register your details there. I will give you a free gift just for doing that. So I look forward to seeing you in the community and in my next video. Take care and bye for now.